HamiltonRadio.net. What up? What's good? Say Q, Drew Smitty Rhyme Committee, so unique is back. Yeah. West Trent. Yeah. Hip hop lives through me, it came from the streets. Rhythm with a break beat, prove who can MC. Metaphors and techniques made you have to check me. My dialect connect peace, lyrics that are wet sheets. Spit it raw and sexy, shorty wanna F me. Swerving to the left beat, on the grind and stress free. Bust a shot of dead beef, hit him in the headpiece. Warned you not to test me, ice bars is Gretzky. Slide it in your wifey, all the women love me. A slight touch of grimy, slice and half a dime piece. Knuckle rapper 5-piece, high looking Chinese. Muay Thai on IP, vivid on your screen, eyes wide like high beams, too low to find me. Switching lanes like car thieves, Starsky and Hush trees. Roll up the best weed, firewater Hennessy, ginseng for energy. Holla, mommy, Ben Aki. He play hits. HamiltonRadio.net station, the Monk Show. I'm tuned in. He play hits. HamiltonRadio.net station, the Monk Show. I'm tuned in. He play hits. HamiltonRadio.net station, the Monk Show. I'm tuned in. He play hits. HamiltonRadio.net station, the Monk Show. I'm tuned in.
Okay, we live. All right, this is a special Tuesday edition we doing for my big cousin right here, and he got a couple things we gonna promote, and at the same time we got a big day coming up this week. I mean a big day coming up tomorrow. Let him know what's going on, man.
Yeah, well, what's up, everybody? This is Reese Johnson, Trent Zone. I'm headed to Miami Beach on tomorrow to compete with the Coast to Coast Live for $50,000. That's the grand prize. So I'm one of the finalists that's competing for this. So it's a grand opportunity for me to promote my music, my new CD. That's out. Would You Love Me Right Tonight is the title track. That's the song that I'm singing. And shortly, I have a video out soon for it. So just, trying to make some things happen. Spread this love that I have.
So tell us a little bit about how you got where you at, like, for this opportunity that's coming up, because you was telling us, but let them know, like, how did this come about?
Well, first of all, Coast to Coast Live had an amazing opportunity for independent artists to showcase their talent and broadcast their music to A&Rs, directors of A&Rs of major record companies, and this is an opportunity that being an independent artist you generally don't get just on a regular, just putting something out and trying to get hooked up with. You don't generally meet with A&Rs like that, so this was a great opportunity for me, so I took advantage of it and I submitted my album and submitted the single Will You Love Me Right Tonight, and they called me back and select me to perform in Philly. I performed in Philly in May. I placed third out of like 19 or 20 artists.
That's good, man.
And actually, I was the only singer. It was
so everybody else
19 rappers. Yes, I was the only singer.
So wait a minute. You tell me one singer beat out 19 rappers?
I didn't necessarily beat them out. But all of them didn't place. So I was in the top five. I was in the top five.
I know you're trying to be modest about it, big bro, but that's what happened. Y'all got body by a singer, but he from Trenton, so you know, and he's smooth with it. Look at him. Look at the glasses, and he can sing too. We're gonna definitely get into some of the music. Tell them about the album you pushing, man.
Well, my album is titled "Will You Love Me Right Tonight," which is actually the first song that I ever wrote, to be honest with you. It's the first song I ever wrote in my life, Will You Love Me Right Tonight? And actually I got help with my childhood friend, Tony Jackson.
Shout out to Tony Jackson. Yeah, I seen him at one of the last event I seen him at.
Yeah, TJ sings with me in the group Devoted. So he helped me format. He taught me how to format a song.
Word.
I can truly say that. Tony
It's
Jackson.
very important.
He helped me because I asked him, because Tony is a writer. He's a good writer, producer and stuff. And to his credit, he, was always talking about doing some things. And so I asked him, I said, how do you write a song? I said, how do you put it, how do you come up with it? And, I know I have a story to tell, but I just don't know how to put it on paper and format, like in a song format. So he's the one who taught me how to song format a song. When you're writing it, how to
the intro,
your chord, your verse,
your bridge.
He taught me. He's the one who taught me how to do it. I thank you, my brother.
Man,
for helping with that.
Because those things in the industries, as well as your business part, that's very important. Structure of the song. Because I personally take a lot of time, like when I do my tracks, to arrange them. I'll sit on the 8-bar loop for a long time, then I'll be like, okay, what can I do with it, and start breaking it down. So because when you're hearing it, you want people to get different dimensions of the song.
Exactly, and basically what what he taught me was, you basically want to make people understand what you're talking about.
Right.
It's like Raymond Earl, another producer.
Shout out to Raymond Earl, man.
Who always helped me, and Pup, my man. That's my producer. He's the one who produced this album with me. And big shout out to Pup Dog for this. Pup actually helped create with me, the dynamics of this album. He helped me illustrate it, bring it out of me. He talked to me, and was instrumental in me putting things together. And he was telling, tell the story. Whenever you're writing a song, tell the story. And you have to make people believe in what you're writing so they can understand what you're saying. Then they can identify what you're going through and where you're coming from, so that makes the song much better, and it's a great feel for them. So that makes a great song. And then as you see today's music industry, like in the R&B field, it's like you don't even have groups like that no more at all. There is no love out here.
That's a good thing to touch on, and that's probably the reason, because there's so much the gang thing, the murder, killing. People and I'm gonna say, not attributed to the whole hip hop game, just certain sectors of it, that they're promoting this thing. It's like, all this evilness, ratchetness, murder, killing. Even some of the R&B singers, you hear them, they're using their talent, and they're cursing a lot now. Before that wasn't a thing,
actually it wasn't even allowed.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing. Like, you wasn't gonna be like, shit, bitch, I'll fuck you up. Yeah, they weren't doing none of that.
I mean, because most people don't. Sometimes you have to, put things in perspective order. So if you want people to love you, then you got to show love first.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't expect love from somebody and you don't display it yourself. How you going to talk about love, display love, and you're not displaying it yourself? Like, because what's the old saying back in the day? You are what you eat.
Yeah.
That's the same principles as in the music. What you're talking about is what you are.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
And that's why the music game is so corrupt now, because a lot of people are doing a lot of things for namesake, notoriety,
clout,
just to get some stain in the music industry. But you're selling out. You're doing something that's against what you really feel inside your heart.
Exactly.
And that's where it's not it. And that's why it's no love out here, because
I've been stressing to a lot of artists that come here that's promoting their stuff, like, that is an element. You might not be on the ritualistic part and all that, but the sellout part is simply doing something to get out there that you don't like doing. Is not you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a gospel singer. It's like you're putting a front. You're fronting. Yeah.
That's a front. That's what you call fronting. Like, most people will do something, and I understand. I'm not listen.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
To each his own. Let me keep it 100. To each his own. I'm not against anybody, male or female, mom, pop, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, husband, wife. It's not a thing. What I'm saying, for you to get paid or do anything that's going to help you pay your bills, put food on your table, I'm not against any of that. But what I am saying is that try to be real as possible with your music so people can understand who you really are. And that'll generate and that'll pass on and resonate through you, through somebody. They see you in the street outside of the music industry,
Right.
outside of on the stage performing. They see you in the real world and not looking at you on TV or hearing you on the radio.
Exactly.
They see you in Walmart and you just real. You're the person that you are. And stop fronting. Stop acting like you this, that, and the third, and you're a total different person outside of that recording booth or the image that they're
Right.
portraying you to be. So, I'm not against it again, but I just, for me, myself, personally, for me.
Well, it's going back to that regardless.
I mean,
Because a lot of the musicians are speaking out. From the R&B, the ones that R&B, especially with the rappers. I just seen one for E40 where he was like, man, if you cats not trying to teach or nothing for your rhymes, it's time you got to get up out the game.
Right.
So that's going to be a push. And he got a lot of dudes with him, man.
Well,
He's very
E40 is
powerful
a
guy.
legend in the game. So
Yeah.
you got to understand, like, most of the, as they say, the OGs.
Mm.
All the OGs need to come back and teach these youngins how to do things the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How to do music the right way. Record companies are promoting this music because it sells in the street. And people, young kids, they like it. They like all the raunchy stuff, all this, because it gives them a chance to be free, or they can be themselves and at the party or whatever. They can just let loose. But realistically, what is the story behind the music?
Right.
What are you trying to say? What are you saying? What are you telling the people to do? This is what it is. Like, this is
Because everything became so ratchet.
it's so materialistic.
Yeah.
It's so materialistic now. The music game has changed so drastically, and that's why in the love game, like in the R&B, it's singers out here. Yes, it's a whole lot of singers out here, but nobody's out here singing about love.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking about love.
Everything that got gangster.
Yeah, and it's
Gangster,
like we need
man.
to get away from that. The gangster. Listen.
It has its place.
Gangster
place.
rap, gangster music, gangster situations will never change. It may cease a little or it may grow a little, but it's going to always be here because of the nature of the game
Right.
and the lifestyle that we live in. So in the hood, in the urban areas, there's always going to be gang violence because there's multiple drugs, there's multiple people doing this, and poverty is so
And
high.
that clout chasing.
Right.
People, I see that a lot.
They're looking for something to have a positive impact on people, so people can look at you and say, "Oh, that's such and such, such and such. He did." Even if it's wrong, you want to have that type of clout. No, that's not right, and it's not cool. Because in the long run, you're going to be viewed as this. You're going to be labeled in that category of a bad person.
Right.
And that's not cool, and that's not what God wants. So, for me personally, for Reese Johnson, I just want to be, happy. I want to love, spread love. That's all I have in me is love.
Man, let's get back on the trip. This is a big thing, man. We all excited.
Yes, I'm very
I
excited,
feel like
man.
you're going to take this too.
I pray to God I do, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's in God's will, man, then it's mine, because I know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going down there to represent
That's
T-Town.
right. That's right.
609 in the house. So,
That's a big thing, man.
yeah, Trenton, New Jersey.
I want to start getting into the particular single. You pushing the single right now, right?
Yes, Will You Love Me Right
You
Tonight?
want to say that and give them a little bit of album and hit them? I'll just hit them with that first.
It's up to you.
Usually I would say that for like the tail end, give them a little something to bite, snack, and chew on, promote the album a little bit.
Okay, what you want to start with?
You have one that you did that was that I really liked. The one dun 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 dun. What was the title of that? I think it's an old Stevie Wonder joint. Is it? No.
A remake?
Yeah, it was a remake.
Stylistics?
I think so.
I remade Stylistics. People Make the World Go Round.
People make that's the song I'm talking about. That one.
People Make the World
Hey
Go Round.
Ruben, we got that queued up. Is he back there? Could we pull it up here? Cause he might just did that.
You can if you want. Just
Yeah.
oh, the real right there. He just said it.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We could pull it up over here.
Now he's back there. He's gonna pull it up, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he.
If he
doing
chose,
it.
if he's back
I
there.
don't want. I'm not a waiter. So
He's not a waiter, really.
I'm not a waiter, so I'm gonna just come and hook it up so it could be there on thing. So
Yeah, he not waiting on
what
you,
site?
man.
And plus, well, Tell them what
It's Reese.
site they can download the music at. Where can
On
we get the
any
music at?
downloadable, any digital platform available. Reese Johnson.
Well, where can I
Will
go
You
get
Love
the
Me?
song at? Where the song
Punch
is
up
at?
Reese Johnson, YouTube, Reese Johnson, Will You Love Me Right Tonight? It pull right up.
All right, I'm already on it.
Just punch up,
Already
but put
on
Reese Johnson up
YouTube.
there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say this, cause I'm gonna play your stuff when I have other artists. Cause
Okay.
this is my family,
Yes,
family,
Yes.
and this is predominantly a family business. So you know what I mean, and we try to run it as a family business, and we doing okay,
That's it. There you go.
and we're gonna be doing some fundraisers. So we're gonna talk about that
Yes.
and get people involved.
People make the world go round.
People make the world go round.
Yeah, that's a remake.
That's one of my favorite songs, yo.
Oh, this was good. I
Yeah,
appreciate it,
because
man.
when I first heard that song, from the original artist, I was always like kind of on it because I had to play that before.
It's a classic, man.
I played it before when we was doing the GPS joints in or the Cafe International.
Right.
I played that from one of the artists there. I think my man Bone had did that, and he does that. And what's my other man name? Man, I'm getting old, man. Memory be shot. Trying to bring up people names. What's his name?
Who that?
Man. I'm about to say Bill Withers. It ain't him. It'll come to me.
Bill Willis nasty.
Yeah, it's this other guy. I played his music before, and I'm starting. I guess I'm just getting old because I'm starting to find myself where their name be right on the tip of my tongue, and it just won't come out.
Man,
It
that's
just won't
always-
come to mind. It just won't come to mind.
That don't mean you getting old. That's just, you know,
But I used to be
you got
able
a
to
lot-
be on.
be on point.
Yeah, like and everything would be right there. So,
yeah, it happens.
what's the name of the album?
The album is titled Will You Love Me Right Tonight?
Okay.
That's the title track of the album.
Mm.
But the song you were referring to was a remake of the Stylistics People Make the World Go Round. Actually, I think it's
got
track 7.
Yeah, I got it right here. Since
I think Ruben wanted to put it. I think he had it back there. It don't matter.
It don't really matter, man. We
Ask
gonna
him.
put-
Want to ask because he back there. He just came in.
because he taking too long. Ruben, I got the track. Don't even worry about it. Share this around.
Trash man didn't get my trash today. Oh, why? Because they want more pay. Buses on strike wanna raise the fare so they can help pollute the air. But that's what makes the world go round. The up and down the carousel. Changing people, they go round. Go underground, young men. People make the world go round. Ooh, babe. Wall Street losing dough on every share. They're blaming it on longer, yeah. Big men smoking in their easy chair on a fat cigar without a care. But that's what makes the world go round. The up and down the carousel. Changing people, they go round. Go underground, young men. People go round.
every
Man.
time I get on it.
Man, look, I don't know what to tell y'all, but go cop that. Go cop that ASAP. Give them the coordinate. You gonna have to shout that out a couple times. You know what I mean? Where they could get the album at.
Oh, any downloadable platform, any digital platform available. You go online, Reese Johnson, Will You Love Me Right Tonight? It's out. You can call me as well. I have physical copies, $15.
It's worth it. That one song worth $15. Man, you killed that. I was sitting here feeling some type of way. I'm like, look at cuts out up, because I ain't hear the song like that since the last time when we was in the other building.
Right.
And I was like, when you hear it again, you hear them dynamics.
Yeah.
Good. Look, because I think I need to be playing with you.
Hey, man.
Shoot.
Hey.
I heard them keys. I said, man, that sound like me. But who hooked the track up with you? That was Pup and them? Pup the man. Shout out to Don Bolden.
My man, yeah, Donald Bolden produced the album, but the keys were my man. What's my man?
Give him his props, because he sound like me. It's like, that brother's good.
Yeah,
he's great.
Bryant, my man. B. Williams on the drums. Rob Rufus on the bass.
Rob Rufus, he's here on Mondays with Andre.
With Andre Williams?
Yeah, Andre Williams. Yeah, they're here Monday, and I'm about to start something with Rob Rufus. We about to hook up. He's doing his tour thing right now. Shout out to Rob. And we're going to hook up and start doing some stuff, man. The band, because that band got to be tight.
Oh, yeah, it's mandatory that your band is right. Without your music, right, you can't, how you going to move? You can't, it's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, cats will have their tracks.
They have
studio tracks to go back, but it's a different feel when you got that live music, especially for your type of vibe, man.
Oh, yeah.
I watched a couple things that you put online. I think you was singing at a funeral.
When?
This is on your page.
I just sang at a funeral a couple days ago.
Yeah, so it must have been that. And I was like, how do you have to be a certain type of way? People that can do that, because y'all got people breaking down in tears.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? How do you compose yourself when you doing that? And because it's something that you used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to singing at funerals and weddings and stuff like that, especially like funerals. I get a lot of calls for funerals. A lot of people, sad times. So certain songs are highly recommended, and families they love. It's so hard to say goodbye.
Right. That's
I Won't Complain.
A standard.
Precious Lord, like oldies, because majority of people, I'm 52, so majority of people, I mean, it's a lot of young people dying, but friends of mine, their family members are much older. Their aunts and uncles, their fathers and mothers are in their 80s, well in the 80s, so they live their life. So, Precious Lord is a big song to sing. It's so hard to say goodbye is a big song to sing at funerals. So I sing those songs pretty well, so people request for me to sing at a lot of funerals doing that. So, I separate it. It's hard when it's hard for me to sing at certain funerals when the person is extremely close to me. Yeah. That's when it gets real hard for me.
I can imagine. That's why I asked, as I watched that footage, and I was like, everybody else in the crowd, you get emotional and stuff like that. There's if somebody that there, when you have to do that same thing, it has to be a rough time. And still do that without breaking down, because I've been the ones where, the singer just start breaking down themselves.
I broke down twice at a funeral, and it's not a good feeling, because this is what I do. I'm a singer, and then people have to understand that.
But that shows you a real person, though.
I am real, and I'm also a human being as well.
Right. We have
outside of being a singer, a great singer,
and that's important, man. We have so many people that become hard. We have sociopaths now, walking around, and it's important to know.
Act as if they don't cry, they don't hurt, or they don't have feelings, or any type of emotional setbacks because a loved one passed away. Like, you can't, sometimes, God works in mysterious ways. So you don't know when to expect him. You don't know when he's coming. You don't know how he's coming. You don't know what it is or what it's going to be. but you do know it's coming.
Yeah.
So with that said, you just gotta trust and believe in what you believe in, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be.
Hey man, what's the next track we can get into that kind of speaks on this subject, man, or get close to it? Because I know we would get back into the love thing. We're gonna do that. And since Ruben is back at the helm, you back at controls, Ruben? Okay.
Yeah.
So what track you want to go into next, man?
It's up to you. What you wanna? What type of vibe you wanna listen to?
Let's see. Let's go back to the other page. And
Go to the album,
people
see.
make the go back to album C.
Yes, so there.
How about Joy?
Joy.
We're talking about a lot of, depressing stuff going on. Let's give him some joy, man.
Okay.
Let's give him some joy, man. I'm
Joy.
gonna press it on the thing. I'm gonna stop it because I
Yeah.
messed around and pressed it out here and forgetting he was.
Joy
back
is
at the
about
place.
it's all. See, my album is all about love. So anything about any song on here is dealing with love.
And where we from, that's needed. Like,
Yes.
I think you're the
Well-
only person doing that.
Well, wherever people are,
Rasheen and
love
them-
is needed.
Like Rasheen, and like with the Three Kings, I think they're like one of the few R&B groups that I know about. It's another group called Casual, and they're like from like the New York area.
Mhm.
But as far as like that whole New Edition type vibe, I don't see that no more.
Well, it's because there are not too many groups, established or stand together to perform and make something happen. People are getting older and a little wiser as well. Most people are starting to learn the music business side, of the game. They're learning the business side now, so they're venturing off trying to do things on their own instead of putting their minds together to create something together. If three minds together can make a great thing happen, then it's a great thing to do.
Right.
If you have the talent to go on your own as a soloist, and however it may be, then go ahead and do it. Make
Right.
it happen. But don't sit back and criticize and point the finger at people that are trying to do something, that's making strives to better themselves in the music industry or themselves personally by making something happen.
Okay.
And most people are just sitting back watching
Right.
on the sideline, looking and pointing the finger, saying this, that, and the third,
Right.
but they're not doing anything themselves.
Right.
So, and that's
Right. And then, but it's like, wow, you sitting on the sideline hating.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's no need for that. I mean, it's enough room, and it's enough opportunity for anybody that has talent enough to do something. Don't, I get sick and tired of musicians and artists, singers that talk to me about doing something. Okay, what are you doing? Are you making any necessary moves towards your goal? Do you have any goals set that where you want to be, what you're trying to do? Because if not, you're spinning your wheels.
That's right.
And that's why
Right.
time gets, grass is growing under your feet now.
Yeah, and you see that happen, bro. I've seen it happen over the years. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. So
Right.
over the years, you see people that were doing the talking, but it never really went nowhere. You have to kind of step out and actually start doing it. And it ain't always about the money. Sometimes you might have to do a free gig just to get
Yeah,
started,
you
so
got-
you can get a paying gig.
People don't understand. Look, I'm 52 years old now. Yes, I have a nice hot CD out right now. Thank God. I'm happy. Very happy about it. But I had to pay for this out of my own pocket.
Right, investing in your business,
See,
investing in
and
your craft.
I paid for everything, A to Z. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. A to Z. And I own the rights to the album. And I got all the songs. I wrote all the songs on there except the two covers.
And tell them how important it was, because you did a remake of a song, how important was to get the sample, to get it cleared.
Well, yeah, you got to go through Harry Fox agency and get the clearance. You have to get the mechanical rights.
Yeah, because it's not just a mixtape. He had
Nah, this
legal.
is, I have legal. I have
permission
legal.
to
I have
do
legal
this.
permission to record their song and sell as many as copies as I want now because I pay for royalties for it every time it's played. The Stylistics and Marvin Gaye and Mr. Green, they get paid their royalties for the song. For me, the usage of the song, I didn't change the song. I just redid the song in my way
Okay,
and kept it the same. So
that's what's
I
up.
just paid.
Yeah,
it
you definitely
slightly-
put your own thing on it, because I know that like the way you sung that song, you put your own thing with the vibrato and everything. How you did
Yeah.
it.
And
Even
with
with-
that, I didn't with stylistics because Marvin's song,
But that's a good song. That's a
Distant
good
Lover
choice.
is a classic by itself. So but do believe, let me say this before I go any further. I am not in any competition with Marvin Gaye or with the stylistics.
I'm
am
surprised that
only-
you say that because you got people with that mind. I could sing the song better than them.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
let
yeah.
it alone.
Listen, I'm not
We paying
in
homage. You
I'm-
more or less
listen,
paying homage.
Yes, I'm a big fan. Marvin Gaye is one of my idols, man. I was born. Who knows? My mom and dad might have made me listen to Marvin.
And that's the thing. I was going to mention that, like, a lot of the music is people were conceiving children
Yes.
off of this music, and the type of vibe that you have does matter when you
Right.
conceiving your child.
Right.
If you don't love your woman and you're having children, how could you expect them to be a loving person if the love wasn't in your spirit during the time of conception?
Right.
So the
And it's
music
very
and
important.
everything,
It's
but it's
very
a
important.
ritual.
Yes,
it's
it's-
a ritual. So we need more children with
That's
love
biblical.
in them.
That's biblical.
On the earth.
That's of
so
God.
that
That's
music,
right.
cop the album because this is that baby making music.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't plan to make a baby making album, but through it all,
Yeah.
I mean, baby making comes through love.
Right.
So this album is love. Whatever the umbrella opens up to that has love in it, that's what the album has.
And is it deeper?
So however you want to take it, as long as you is in love with you, is all right with me. I'm not making no specific direction of baby making or this type of third because there are no explicit lyrics in my album. Period.
Right.
None
It's clean.
whatsoever. It's clean.
It's clean.
The cleanest. Trust me. So with that said, I just want to bring some love to the world because there's no love out here. I mean, there's no Luthers, there's no Marvins, no Donny Hathaways, no Sam Cooks.
Donny Hathaway. That's what I was trying to say.
Donny, my man.
Donny Hathaway. Because I was just running my. Yep, that's what I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
Donny Hathaway. I mean,
'Cause my man
these
Bones
guys-
sent a couple of his songs.
These guys, I mean, these guys were the pioneers to me coming up. I
Right.
listen to these guys today still, and I have my own music, but I'm so intrigued by these guys that were before
a
me
good
that I
influence.
listen. Oh my God, man! Listen, I can listen to Marvin Gaye all day.
Yeah.
I can listen to Donny Hathaway all day.
And it
I
does
can listen
something
to
to you.
well, I can listen to Luther until I fall asleep.
Yeah, I grew up off all that stuff, man. That's all we
So,
heard.
I
in the
mean,
house.
and so that's what I wanted to bring. When I watch videos or TV entertainment of Marvin Gaye, or I go back and view videos, old footage of him in concerts, Concert Free, or Luther, I always I take notes because I want to be like them.
Right.
I like the way they perform on stage and how the people react to them performing.
Yeah, we're going to give some of the people love. Robert Gardner just chimed in. He said,
Rob
my
Gardner.
brother Reese, he said, I got a CD and it's fire.
My man, Rob, that's family.
Give some of the
Yes.
Rob family.
Yeah, well, he married in-law. He's married my in-law.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Israel Valez, Marlon Montfort. Marlon said, Mr. Lou Rawls said to me years ago in a session, stand on integrity when you are in a session.
Yes.
So that's a
important.
good pointer. That's a good point.
We had to be positive.
Shout out to Matt Brown. He said, what's up, my brother?
Matt Brown, Big Matt, my man.
Matt Brown's tuned in. Sean Scott, shout out to him. Diamond, he says, what's up,
Diamond.
big bro? Speak the truth. You know
All
what I
day.
mean?
Yes.
Just so y'all share this around, man. Share it around in different groups. Share it on your page.
Yeah, that's what it's
You know what I
about,
mean?
man.
And what we're doing here today, we're promoting the album, but also for the contest in Miami.
Yes.
Let's reiterate that again to them.
Miami Beach this week, Friday, August 30th. I'll be singing and competing for $50,000 for Coast to Coast Live. It's a great opportunity for me. I'm looking forward to it, to networking, meeting producers, A&Rs, record execs. I've met a few already. I've had meetings with a few people from Atlantic Records, Warner Brothers. It's
Good.
It's just a great thing. It's a great opportunity to be in, and putting forth the effort to make something happen for yourself is very rewarding.
Yes, sir.
Trust me.
So,
It's very
I
rewarding.
know the feeling.
If you believe in yourself, if you believe in what you're doing, invest in yourself.
That's
Stop
right.
looking for handouts. Stop looking for people to do it for you. Because, truth be told, when they do that, they're going to own the material. They're going to own the situation, own the project. You want to take full responsibility of your project. If you have the money to do it, do it. ASAP. Start out with a single. It's not hard. People make it hard. People talk about doing this and doing that, but, you know, it's not hard to do a single. Get a single done. Get it pressed up. Get 100 copies. You got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And that's what it is. I mean,
That's right.
I wasn't rich. You know what I mean? I just used my investment from my lawsuit money to help bring back some money. You know, that I invest in this. That was the whole thing.
But see, you had a blueprint of what to do from being with the Devoted group.
Yes, I was with
Because
Devoted.
that was a lot of experience over the years. Because I remember
Yes,
I was young, I was watching y'all do your thing.
Yeah, we learned a lot. I learned a lot dealing with the group. That's where I got.
Because you have a nice gospel feel. Gospel artists and musicians are the best. I don't really, I be talking about I'm the best. When they come to them, I leave that alone because I know there's some people that play circles around me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
There's
I
always
get
listen. No matter how good you are, there's always somebody better,
That's right.
or somebody that sounds better to that person, or that person, or them, or all of them over there. People over here may like you better. People over there may like them better. All of them over there may like that person or this person. So you just do what you can do for yourself and pray to God that people accept.
That's what give you your oomph. Like when you did that album, this is after. That's why I brought up the Devoted thing because that seemed like that gave you the experience.
Oh yes.
Especially on the solo vibe because you're able to do your background vocals.
Yes, I
like
did
it's very professional. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
thank you, thank you.
Not just because you family. I said this before. Like before even we knew we was family like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then it's like the work that goes into the music, you can hear it. Because we need that. It's like a recycle time.
Right.
Now it's time for that love thing to be recycled.
Right.
And being the state our city in right now, it's not that much love. So spread this album around, y'all. Help him, spread that around,
Yeah, I'm
because
promoting love. That's all I'm promoting.
and that's
is love.
one way that you can contribute. Spend that $15. It was $15,
That's
$14.99,
$15 for physical copies. Online, it's certain sites are
Different.
$12.99, $14.99, $15.99. They're different prices. Some $10.99, $11.99.
Look at the music as when you playing it in your car or at a party or something like that. You're changing the vibe.
Yes, this music.
This is a scientific approach also with the music.
Man, my music is very mood changing.
Right.
It's a mood changing album. It's very relaxing, very forwarding. It helps you embrace and want to open your arms to hug somebody and say, hey man, what's up? Or hey sweetie, how you doing? You see your significant other, your wife, your husband come home. You want to embrace them, listen to music like this. It makes you feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a house track on there called Feel Good. It's a great song. Just how she makes me feel when I see her, when I leave her side. I'm always thinking about her, but when I get around her, when I touch her, whatever,
Right.
it's a good feeling.
Because brothers need to learn how to love their woman, and the woman needs
No,
to learn
brothers-
to love their man.
no,
this
brothers-
music helps them with that.
Yes, brothers in general need to know just how to love.
I'm gonna just say men.
Period.
Because I'm not going to take it to one type of race.
'Cause
This
we
music
already
is
know-
universal.
listen,
This is for
we are-
everybody.
We already know. We already have the understanding of loving a woman. Because
a lot of people don't these days.
well, no, we have the basic understanding of man and woman. We do have that. You know what I'm saying? Majority.
The majority.
Majority. You know what I mean? But
because I'm seeing a lot of stuff like, man, you would talk to her like in public, stuff like
No,
that.
I don't
to
mean like
respect.
that. I don't
So
mean-
like
no.
your music
I
can
don't-
help these do that.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm about, because I'm not a disrespecting
Right.
brother. I'm not. I don't. First and foremost, men, period, should never disrespect a woman.
I mean, it go both ways. Both ways.
but period. Some things you just don't do. As a man, you don't disrespect a woman in public. Period. Now, when you're in the house, in your own privacy of your home, if you want to give your wife or your significant other some back talk and give her the business, then that's what you do. But that's where it stays, at your house, in your home, where it's between you two.
Right, that's
it
right.
never should escalate in
It's too
public.
much out. Yeah, it's
No,
too much out.
Yeah, but just law average. You don't do that. That's so disrespectful. And see, and when you do that, that helps the integrity of a man today, because men don't put women on pedestals any longer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my music is like it is now.
Right.
Because like when are we going to go back to the old time way? Like when are we going to go back to opening doors for women? When are we going to go back
It's
to
happening.
putting women on pedestals? We don't put women on pedestals because we talk down to them now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at the music.
Right.
The music is the key.
Well, I'm looking at one of these songs because the next one we could go into is I wanted to kind of accent what we're talking about.
Right.
You know, the subject. And
like
then
I
it's
said,
like,
feels good.
Feels good.
It's a house track.
Okay.
It's a
I
house
got that.
love track.
And
That's what it
we
is.
got a little bit of time with that. Hey, Rube, we got that queued up?
Feels good.
'Cause
Yeah, it's a great house track, but it's a love house track.
Right.
I'm letting people know. I'm letting
'Cause
her know how I feel about her personally.
Because I could cue that up right here. You know what I'm saying? Rube, you in there? Got to make sure he in there. See, I hear something else going on.
There you go.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Oh, you're not doing Joy?
No, we're going to feels good, then we get to the other stuff.
Oh,
We'll
hold
come
on.
back. We'll come back to Joy.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, because
Yeah, feels good.
This a good conversation, man. Because you're one of the few. You know, I gotta get Rasheen up in here. Him and the Three Kings. They've been doing their thing too, holding it down on the R&B tip.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I got the TV show with him. I
Right.
gotta do an episode just you.
Okay.
It's an hour thing. I could do a whole play all the joints, put the videos on there, and we could do another interview
Right.
in the location just for that.
Okay.
But this is Feels Good by Brother Reese. Go cop the album. We live on the Monk Show Tuesday edition.
When I wake up in the morning and I see you smile, girl, you know that you're my joy and pride. Can't nobody make me feel the way you make me feel, 'cause you know this love's really, really real. I've waited for so long for someone like you. Now that you know how I feel, this feels so good. It feels good, yes. Whenever I'm around you, it feels good. Ooh, yeah. When I think about you, it feels good. It feels good, yeah. Everything about you, it feels good. Girl, don't you know? Oh, yeah, you know it's all about you. When I'm loving you, you make me feel so good inside. 'Cause your love shines bright right in my eyes. The love you give me makes me feel like I can touch the sky. Girl, you keep me on a natural high. I'm waiting for so long for someone like you. Now that you know how I feel, this feels so good. It feels good. Oh, about you and all the things that you do. Girl, don't you know? You know I love you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah, yeah. Bring it on to me. Come on, baby, baby. I love the way you comb your hair, baby. Yeah. I love every little thing about you, baby. Oh, yeah. I love the stylish clothes you wear. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now that you know how I feel, this feels so good. It feels good. Yeah, yeah. It feels good. Ooh, yeah, yeah. It feels good, baby. It feels good. Girl, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know? It feels good. Oh, yeah. It feels good, yeah. It feels good.
All right, that was Feels Good.
Yeah.
Mr. Reed Johnson, man. On background, who was?
My girl, my home, my childhood friend, Kim Beecham.
Shout out to Kim.
Yes, great house legendary singer there.
Yes, yes.
Childhood friends.
Because I am a house head.
I had to bring her back on this. I was like, got to get her. And she's singing on a couple other tracks as well, too.
On the album?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Missing You. She did that track with Missing You. So,
Okay.
she's,
What direction you think we should go in next, man? I mean, I could call them out, but you know.
it's up to you, whatever you
How
want.
about what we working with Out Tonight?
It's Out Tonight? Out Tonight is a great party song. And it's a party track, but it's a real song.
Mm.
That song was, the lyrics are real. Wrote that about my wife, to my wife.
Mm.
It was a situation that happened and actually came out true, and
Mm.
took it for granted, you know, not calling or not coming in late.
Mm.
So, and the reason for the song came out was like, you know, women and men, you have to trust and believe in your mate. And if they're going out, it's not a problem. It's what you do while you're going out.
Right.
It becomes a problem. Going out to have some fun, have entertainment, you and the fellas, y'all going out to have a few drinks, few dancing, or shoot some pool, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. Quite naturally, there are going to be females around. You're going to mingle and talk, whatever, because people are going to interact. That's life.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that you're going out looking for anything or looking to hit somebody or score with somebody or try to push up on somebody.
You got to start respecting your relationship,
and
man.
so, yeah, and it's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a little fun. And that's what the song is about, because it's a true story.
Before we get, I want you to tell them this, because when you get up in age, tell them this, when you get up in age, it ain't that easy. Player days over. Everybody got your pick. Sometimes you got to turn in your pick card.
Turn the card in, man. Turn the card in.
Yeah, man, because it ain't like you go out with the same thing all the time when you was younger.
Listen, truth be told, when that card is good, when it's available to use.
Mm-hmm.
You understand my point?
Right.
So it's not a card that you carry in your wallet. Like, that's something that you want to, when you pull out, that's a trump card.
Right.
That's not a trump card. You know what I mean? That's not the card that you want, because that card can get you in a world of trouble.
A world of trouble.
And
bro.
that card will have you by yourself,
you see
dealing with all the other ones from that card. They all got somebody. You
right.
was just there for a season.
Yeah,
Now
man.
the season's over. Now's the reason you got to go.
Like,
Yeah.
stuff like this is what important with your lady. This for the fellas before we get into this track. This is the importance of what Cuzzo was just talking about. Times where you might fall ill, you need that support.
Yeah.
It's hard, you know. You might end up in the hospital. It could be an accident or something. You need that support, somebody to hold you down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And really, genuinely care about you
And show it.
and show it too.
And have your
it ain't
best
always
interest at,
about money,
right,
but,
and have
you know
your
what I
best
mean?
interest at heart. And that's what it's about. And if you do have a significant other that has your best interest at heart, keep her. Keep him. Trust me, because being out here trying to float here and there, doing this and that, at the end of the day, when you're done, now what?
Especially at this age, in your
Like,
40s and 50s.
But I'm saying,
it's a little
when
different.
you finish, now what?
Yeah.
Where
Because
do we go from here? Like, what is it going to be now? We done conquered that. Okay, now what?
unless y'all got some business going on, or
Yeah,
you
like,
playing
'cause-
a polygamy thing, that's a whole different conversation. but-
Right, because it's business, and you can run business and talk junk and keep it moving, but you're making money, you're making progress, and you're building an empire. That's the name of the game.
Right.
But for the players that you want to be a player, like, man, look, man, it ain't that easy.
It ain't that easy no more.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it wasn't easy back in the day.
It's never easy. It's just, listen.
and it's for certain people.
It's
This
a
is something that you got to
extra
do.
bill, man.
Because some cats is built for the one woman. Then you got other cats where the women might like this dude and they make their agreement that he can do that.
Do it,
but
right.
everybody ain't like that.
Right,
you
everybody's
have to
not
play
built
your
for
lane.
that.
That's
stay,
right.
No, stay in your lane. Not play your lane. Stay in your own lane.
That's right, sir.
If people will stay in their own lane, it'll be a better place to live in. Trust
Right.
me.
Right.
Everybody coming out their lane. No, stay in your lane, dog. Drive your own vehicle or bike in your lane. See, your skateboard, whatever it is. Whatever you're driving, drive it in your own lane. Because you can't drive in your lane and somebody else's lane because there's oncoming traffic.
Right.
So you want to be respectful, thoughtful, and you want to make sure that nobody else get hurt while you in your lane,
Word.
because there's nobody there but you.
Hey man, we about to get into this track.
Which one? Out tonight?
Yeah,
Out tonight? This is a nice song here. It's a true song, definitely from the heart. Also, I have some special people. God bless his soul. Rest in peace to my brother Clifford Adams from Kool and the Gang.
Yeah.
He spearheaded the horn section of this song. And it was Clifford Adams, Michael Ray of Kool and the Gang as well, the famous trumpet player, and my own man, Trenton's own Roy Richardson, the saxophonist.
That's my man.
So
Shout
Roy
out to
did the saxophone. So Clifford Adams, Michael Ray, and Roy Richardson are the horn section of this, and Clifford choreographed this. He put this horn section together for me, and this was one of the last recordings Clifford did before he passed away.
Wow.
Yep.
this
So
is deep.
I had dedicated this song to him. I told his mother one day when I saw her afterwards, they did a thing in Princeton for him, and I wanted to make sure that she got a copy of it, of the song, and so forth, because Clifford was a great guy, man. He was a good friend of mine. He came out and helped me out and brought Michael with him and Roy, and they blessed me. So this next song is called Out Tonight. Actually, it's a great song. I just haven't publicized
Y'all
it too
share
much.
this around,
but
man.
it's
I'm
out,
sharing it to y'all messengers. For the ones that's tuning in, share this around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This Cuzzo Reese Johnson. This is the album. We about to promote the song, but we're getting ready for a big trip to Miami.
Yes.
He's going to getting a big $50,000 contest. Show some support.
2000.
Cop that.
It's the 2019 World Championship for Coast to Coast Live
Right.
in Miami
You know what I'm
Beach,
saying?
Florida.
So Definitely cop the album. We're going to shout that out before, but we're going to get into this track right now.
Out tonight.
That's out tonight. Ruben, we got that queued up? I wonder, did he be like...
He on it.
He on it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
You hear me?
I love you, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I came home late last night. I should have called. Got caught up in the course of the night. It don't mean that I don't love you, and I hope you understand how I feel. Yeah, I know you're trying to find out what's going on, but let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with a little fun. Trust me, baby, 'cause tonight I'm hanging out.
It's dope.
Yeah.
I like them keys.
I wanna get live tonight. I wanna have some fun tonight. I wanna be out tonight. I wanna let loose tonight. I wanna be myself tonight. Me and my fellas tonight. There's not a need for you to worry concerning your status with me. You know I love you and I never treat you wrong. Oh no, no. So don't just trip and flip when I say I'm going out. Girl, you mean the world to me. Trust me, baby, because that's what love is all about. I love you, baby. I wanna get live tonight. I wanna have some fun tonight. I wanna be out tonight. Oh, man. Let loose tonight. I wanna be myself tonight. Me and my fellas tonight. I know sometimes things don't seem right. Just don't seem right. But if we hold on tight, everything will be alright. I wanna have, I wanna be out tonight. I wanna let, I love you, baby. Me and my fellas tonight. I wanna get live tonight. I wanna have some fun tonight. I wanna be out tonight. Oh, baby. I wanna be me and my fellas tonight.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's out tonight. Tell them where they can count that, man. I can hear that ride down the block, people bumping that in their systems. We got to bring that soul back.
Yes, that's it. That's a hot track out tonight. It's a real song. It's from the heart. All the lyrics are from the heart, believe me. It's a great song, man. Great song. Great job, Pup, doing the music, getting it right. I pat myself on the back for that.
You might as well. You might as well. And we're going to keep it moving, man.
All right. What you want next?
Let's see, because
Joy. You didn't bring Joy.
Joy. That was Joy, because we waiting for the main single that you pushing like later on.
Yeah, we do it at the end.
Okay, that's at the end.
Joy.
So I want y'all to stay tuned for that.
You want to go for Joy.
Okay, we got that queued up, Rube.
Yeah, Joy was.
That's right. We did. We was going to do
talked about Joy
we were
before.
Gonna Joy. That's right. I mean,
Before
you know,
people make the world go
conversation.
round.
Yeah.
That was we was talking about joy. You know, the joy it brings, the love of good music. When you hear good music, the joy that it brings to you. You know.
Mhm.
So this is one of those joyful songs as well. All about love.
Go on, man. You can press that play button, man.
Yeah. Come on. Mm-hmm. This is it. Hamilton Radio Station Live.
The
Here.
Monk Show.
The Monk Show. It's Joy. Reese Johnson.
Baby, let's go back down in memory lane. The love we shared is gone. Girl, let's get it back. Baby, let's spark this flame. Let it burn all night long. Girl, ain't too much change. Miss hearing you calling my name. And I ain't ashamed to admit it. Miss your hugs, miss your kisses. I miss your everything. Everything means a lot to me. And girl, I'ma keep on wishing. Baby, I love the way you're holding me. And baby, I love the way you're loving me. Keep on loving me. Baby, yeah. You give me so much joy. Baby, keep on loving me. What you're doing. Said I love what you're doing to me, babe. You bring me so much joy. Bring me so much joy. You make my life complete. Baby, I can tell you, I can show you exactly how I feel. Girl, you know my love is real. Been through the storm, been through the rain, but you seem to ease my pain. Girl, it feels like love again. I can't explain it, you're my weakness. I love the joy you bring. Baby, without you I can breathe. Miss your love, you're my weakness. You're my everything. Everything means a lot to me. And girl, I'ma keep on wishing. Baby, I love the way you're holding me. I love the way you're holding me. And baby, I love the way you're loving me. Keep on loving me. Baby, yeah. You give me so girl, much I love joy. What you're doing to me. Girl, you make my life complete. Time is ticking, baby girl. We can't waste no time. Take my hand, come on, girl. We can take this flight. Go to Miami, we can do whatever. I buy you designer things. Girl, whatever you desire, we can do one thing. Said I need you, baby. You know I love you, baby. I want you, baby. Don't go nowhere. Hey, come on, baby. Bring me joy, yeah. Girl, I love what you're doing to me. What you're doing to me. You bring me joy. You bring me so much joy. Girl, you make my life complete. I want you, baby. I need you, baby. I love what you do to me.
Well, Trenton, I deal with a lot of working class.
Yeah.
Shout the album out right quick, man.
Yes, man. Yes. Thank you, people. I appreciate the love and support. Get that album. If you haven't gotten it yet, please reach out to me. Please get it when you see me. Stop me. Get that. You need it in your archive. This album will bless your soul. It's a great album. Great music, great stories, great melodies. It's just overall, it's just a great project, and I'm looking forward to spreading it throughout the world, not just Trenton.
That's right.
Not just Hamilton,
Well,
Mercer
that's what's
County.
happening now.
It's happening now.
It's going out.
It's going out. Coast to coast done spread me out now. So
matter of fact,
I put a quote in last week, and on last Sunday when I put the flyer up, I'm gonna put it up again tomorrow or later on today, maybe, I don't know. Probably tomorrow when I'm at the airport.
We gonna shout at some people that's listening around the world right now.
Okay.
Shout out to West End, North Carolina, Alborn, Minnesota, Berlin, Germany, Atlanta, Georgia, Horn, Otra, Kovi, Natra, Saski, Kraj, Slovakia.
Oh my God! Over
It's
Germany.
tuned in. This worldwide is going out right now as we speak. So the work is getting done, but it doesn't help. I mean, it helps to get that town support too.
Oh yeah, that homegrown.
That homegrown.
Homegrown. You know me. Support me, please. You know what I mean? I'm doing it. I'm finally doing it now. So this is it.
We got Los Angeles in. Shout out to Los Angeles, California.
Sweet.
The Ukraine. I ain't even gonna try to say that. You see that? I don't think I should try to say that. I'm gonna mess that up. Saskatoon, Canada, Saskatchewan. We got Poland in the house. Warsaw.
Get me over there. I need to go to all those places. Get me over there. Book me over there.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas in the house.
Yeah, I need to get over there. Everywhere.
France.
Listening.
Nashville, Tennessee, St. Petersburg.
Yeah, Nashville. My sister out there. I need to get back there. Somebody call me and book me out there. Get me out there.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh, yes.
East Otis, Massachusetts. Denver, Colorado.
Sweet. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Aurora, Ontario.
Yes.
Canada. Muchen, Germany.
Sweet.
We got a lot of Germany just popped in.
I need to go overseas. My passport ready. I need to get it stamped.
That's
Come
right,
on.
bro. That's
Get
right.
me over there.
Overseas. It's so much. We going out to 350 cities. That just came in 355 cities from 45 different countries is on Hamilton Radio, listening to this particular broadcast right now. And y'all know I usually do Fridays, but I did this for Cuzzo. He got a trip. We leaving out tomorrow, so I said I'm gonna do an early show. Promote him, share it around, cop the album, show some support. Hit him again with what we doing.
Yes. Tomorrow, I'm leaving to go to Miami Beach, Florida, to sing for the Coast to Coast Live grand prize of the 2019 World Championship for $50,000. And so I'm trying to go and claim that. Unclaimed it already. And, God's willing, it's going to happen. I feel good about it. I know I'm going to do what I do, so it's up to the people. You guys out there listening that hear it, vote, come out there and support. Big it up. It's a great album. If you want any love in your life, in your house, in your car, or wherever you are musically, this album will bring that back to you.
Right.
Trust me.
And it's about time that we can get into the single.
Yes.
About that
You want
time.
to play one more?
Yeah, I guess we could do one more because
Yeah,
I didn't know
one?
if you wanted to do like because we passed the hour mark already. I didn't know if you wanted to do the whole 2.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You ready to finish? You want to get it up? Wrap it up?
I think we could do one more before we do that. Yeah.
What you want to do?
Why not?
What you want to do? Missing you, distant lover, missing you, what?
Distant Lover.
That's the Marvin
Let's
Gaye.
give him some Distant Lover, man.
That's that Marvin Gaye remake.
Yeah, man. Give us some.
This is Marvin Gaye is a iconic father figure to me in music. I love Marvin Gaye. Trust me, like with all my musical being. Him and Luther Vandross are the main reason why I sing today, because listening to those two is what I exemplify in music. I love their style, their creativity, their voice, their vocal range. Marvin Gaye was probably one of the most gifted vocalists, musicians ever.
Yeah.
Like his arrangement is crazy. And Marvin did everything. Trust me. All the music, all the backgrounds, all the stuff you hear, it was Marvin. So he was a one-man band, but he had his own band to, compensate him. But it's a great thing to have these two iconic figures in my life coming up, because I really understand what love through music really means. And I watch them too, and I watch others, Sam Cooke, Donny Hathaway. I mean, these guys were taken way too far before their time. I mean, but who am I to say that only God can take a person from here? So with that said, this song here is a remake of Marvin Gaye's Distant Lover. It's a classic song. Wasn't trying to, again, trying to compete because there's no competition. Right. Marvin Gaye is Marvin Gaye. Reese Johnson is Reese Johnson.
Right.
I'm just thankful and blessed to be able to sing like the man.
Yeah. Yeah. Go cop that album. We smacked up around the globe right now. People, cop that album. I expect I expect a report from cousins like, look, man, the downloads just shot up out the roof.
Well, that's where it's at. You can go on all digital platforms available. Reese Johnson, Will You Love Me Right Tonight is the album. Get it. It will bless your soul.
That's right. And now I'm about to show you an example. Hey, Rube, run that, man.
Here we getting ready to go. Distant Lover by Reese Johnson.
Distant lover, Ooh, so many miles away. Heaven knows that I know. Every night, and sometimes I yearn through the days. Distant lover, ooh, you should think about me. Say a prayer for me. Think about me sometime. Think about me. Hey, misery, misery. As I reminisce all day through our joyful summer together. The promises we made, baby, on the daily letter. Then all of a sudden, everything seemed to explode. Now I gaze out my window, sugar down the lonesome road. Distant lover, ooh, sugar, how could you treat my heart so mean and cold? That every moment that I spend with you, precious too. Sing it, baby, sing it, baby, sing it, baby. Lord, have mercy. I know, baby. Ooh. took all of me with you, babe. Now, Lord, I wonder, do you wanna hear me scream? Please, oh, please, babe, come back home. Oh, come back, baby. Ooh, oh, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just sharing it around. Make sure y'all share this around. I'm sharing it all the different group. I know they like, it's an early Tuesday show. Y'all used to me doing the Friday thing, but hey, it don't matter. We're gonna do it Tuesday because we here to promote Reese's album, and he's going to Miami tomorrow for what contest?
For Coast to Coast Live 2019 World Championship for $50,000. So my song "Will You Love Me Right" has placed in the Coast to Coast Spotify playlist. Actually, on the voting list, I didn't mention that earlier to you. Coast to Coast is doing a compilation album on Spotify, and the voting ended on August 7th. I finished number one
I
in
see
the
the link
voting.
is already there, so
I finished number one for in the compilation for
that's
the
how
voting.
this came about.
Well, this came about me winning in May,
Right.
but then they talked about the compilation album that Spotify playlist, and I submitted my song, and they called it and started getting votes, and before you know it,
Man,
I
they'd
took number
be
one.
they had to be inhuman not to call you in for this. Bro, you hear that? Y'all hear that? Come on, man. I'm not trying to egg it on in the force. You know how some people be whack and you just gotta egg them on anyway. This ain't that type of thing right here. Y'all
It's
know he
real.
raw. You know it's real.
It's real.
But
real.
it's a genre of music that needs to be replaced in this time. That need to be placed in this time
right.
zone.
We need this music
You know.
out right now. This music here that I have will bless your soul. Trust me. You will. If you had any negative thoughts, any negative feelings towards anyone, if you felt bad about doing something, pop this CD on. And when you turn it on from 1 to 9, trust me, you will actually just let it keep repeating because it's that type of music. It flows. It's a natural flow. You can just keep listening to it over and over. You're like, oh my God, this sounds so good. That's what I've been hearing. So I'm so thankful. I'm very happy. I'm very humble that people are liking it and taking a great liking to my music, and I highly appreciate it. So keep loving, supporting me, and I'm keep singing and recording good music.
And definitely cop the link of the description to get to the link where you can buy the album. It's in the top of the video description. It's already there. I didn't have to go up. I said I have to wait till the video's over to go put it there, but it's already there. It's right there, the music.apple.com /US, all that stuff right there. You see the description right there. Will You Love Me Right Tonight by
Right.
Reese Johnson. Go cop that. It's on all platforms, though.
All digital
You know what I'm
platforms
saying?
available.
So definitely go cop
There's no
that.
excuse not to get it. If
You
you
know what
want
I'm
to get it, you can have it. Go get it. Trust me. It'll bless you. Believe me. I'm not saying it because it's me, but it's good music. I don't care who it was. It just so happened to be me. You feel me? So whoever it is, it's a great album. I'm
Hey.
telling you, you will love it. Believe me. It's a great gift. It's if you wanna uplift somebody's spirit, trust me. Give them this CD. Buy this CD for them and say, listen, I need you to check this guy out. This guy is really
It's the therapeutic music.
It's so stressless. It'll relieve your stress. Believe me, you will be so relaxed listening to it. That's how I am, and I try to sing like I am in my daily life. So this is who I am. I'm a very relaxed individual. I don't like a whole lot of drama. I don't like to be rattled up like that. I like to have fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm a class clown. I've been a class clown all my life, but to an extent. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to do anything to hurt anybody. I don't have any means to hurt anyone ever, because that's not me. It's not my nature.
Okay. I'm gonna address some of the people. Shout out to Jason Lewis, Tori Barber, Robert Gardner still with us, Vaughn Tuck. What's up, cousins? What's up, fam? Jason, the topic is we are promoting this family right here. We promoting the CD. He has an upcoming show. He's flying out tomorrow to Miami for a contest where he could win 50 grand, 50 large ones. So we promoting that and the album. And we're about to get into the main single. I wanted to save it for the end.
Right.
So we're near there. Like the description is in the link description to go
Upper
buy
right
the
corner.
album is in there. So we got
Touch
to
it,
get
tap
into
it, get that album. It'll
Yeah.
help you. It'll bless your soul. Tell a friend or two.
Tori Barber, yeah, he's in Birmingham, Alabama.
Sweet.
Spread it around there.
Birmingham.
Spread it. That's
That's
Glow,
my
that's Glow
homeboy.
brother.
My homeboy
Yeah.
in Birmingham. My homeboy Gumby Rhodes. Darren Rhodes is in Troy, Alabama. Birmingham.
Robert Gardner says send it to Patty Jackson.
Patty. Patty did a. She was the host of a show that I did with my cousin Skip Belly down at the
Yeah,
War
Skip was
Memorial.
just here.
Yeah, with my at the War Memorial Building. Patty was the host.
Yeah, he's good.
And
man.
I did not. I didn't have the album to give to her,
Ah.
and she just was the host for us. I'm also in a play.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm in a play on Broadway. It's called The Balance of
Oh,
Love.
man, you ain't talking nothing about that.
I
Well, I
didn't.
didn't ask.
I
We
didn't.
got to get into
right.
that later.
Yeah,
Man, when you come back, we can get into
we can
that.
get into that. It's called, but I'm a promoter 'cause I'm here. It's The Balance of Love. It's a Broadway musical. It's a musical journey. It's we're at Harris Casino in Atlantic City at the present. We're going to go around to all the other casinos. We waiting now for paperwork to get taken care of, and so that's what we're waiting on right now. But that's with
what's
the
up,
Jenkins
man.
brothers, from my pastor Bishop E.
For
Earl
the
Jenkins, and
Jenkins,
Carl
from
Jenkins.
out there, South Broad, right?
Yes.
With
True Love Center.
Hamilton, yeah.
Yes, True Love Center. It's my church, and that's my pastor, and his brother, Carl Jenkins, is the writer and producer of this show. This great Broadway play, man. It's a great
Okay, man.
play.
So they step their thing way up.
Oh yeah, doing big things, man. That's what it's about.
I went there for a couple classes before.
And we got
the people, I
everybody
think I played
in
there
the
before.
cast is right from here.
Yeah.
No outside big name stars, none of that.
Th-
We're
th-
the stars. We're the big name stars.
Let me tell you what Robert says.
Rob
this
who?
is
Rob Gardner?
He said this is that one needs to be in heavy rotation. If Beyonce can remake Frankie Beverly and Maze and get airplay, come on, let's get this on national and syndicated radio satellite. This is Seymour satellite radio and satellite XM, right?
Right.
Because this is kind of like that platform too.
Yes.
But yeah, hit him off too. We want to spread this around, man.
Appreciate
Do
that,
what y'all
Rob.
could do.
Big ups to you, fam. I appreciate it. Always a big supporter of mine, man. He's always encouraging me, always asking me, always inquiring about when I'm singing, what I'm doing. Let him know as soon as I got something, he want to get it. How much it costs don't matter. I'm getting it. I got you, fam. And shout out to him and his wife, Keisha. That's my family, so I appreciate the love and support from you guys, always.
Hey, man, we about to get into this single.
Well, let's do it.
Call it out, man. Call
Hey.
it out.
Y'all know what it is. It's Big Reese Johnson, Trenton, New Jersey, Trenton's own. This is the song that I'm singing this week, Friday, in Miami Beach, Florida, for 50,000. It's called "Will You Love Me Right Tonight." It's the first song I ever written in my life, and it's the title track of my album. Hope you like it, enjoy it. Get that album, "Will You Love Me Right Tonight." Official fire.
Okay, we'll
Hit
be
that,
right back
cuzzo.
with you. Hit that, man. We'll be right back with you live on the Monk Show with Reese Johnson.
Come on. Ha ha.
Girl, I ain't playing no more games with you. We'll find out tonight. Baby. This what it is, girl. Listen.
It's Friday night. The time is right for us to make love, baby. Come in my room, kick off your shoes, lay back and relax. Now no more games, it's you to blame if it's not tonight. Oh, I'm gonna know right here and now if I got your heart. So tell me, baby, is it tonight? Is it on tonight, babe? Ooh, yeah, yeah. What will it take for us to come together as one, babe? 'Cause I know we're ready, but I don't wanna rush your heart. No, baby, another night is coming. Girl, you gotta know it's a shame, such a shame, baby. 'Cause I've gotta know right here and now if I got your heart. So tell me, baby, is it tonight? Will you love me right, baby? Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh, I love no one but you. No one but you. You make my dreams come true. My dreams come true. And I need you in my life always. Always, babe. Woo! Yeah. Oh, yes. Will you love me, baby? Is it on? Is it on?
Talk about it if you want, right quick.
Okay, yeah.
talk about
We gonna
this
get on that. Go ahead. We was talking
Lean
about
on you, lean on,
the
lean on.
reports from the A&R joint about this the album. Go ahead. Talk about that, man.
Well, yeah, less than a month ago, I was at Atlantic Records with Yasir Success Davis. He's the director of A&R for Atlantic Records, and I had a one-on-one meeting with him. I had to sing live for him. He had his video guy there. I had my PR man with me, my PA with me. So, and I sang. We talked. You know, it's kind of hard to distinguish a type of feeling of how he feel. Actually, he's the director of A&R. He ain't a regular A&R, intern A&R. This is
Right.
the boss. So it was like I'm looking at him. I had my shades on, so I'm looking at him on a side angle to see what type of reaction he was going to have. But then I had to think back. I said, hold up. I can't worry about that because
Yeah, worry about
he
that.
get thousands of
People,
emails, thousands of
every
calls
day.
every day, all day. His head be spinning probably. For me to be asked that, who am I? He don't know me from Adam, so a can of paint. So I'm like, I was waiting like for a week before I got the report back from him. So I was on edge a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes when them big situations come, it's gonna be like that.
Yes, it's
You know what I
trying.
mean?
It's a trying situation. It's,
Because
and
you
also
want
it's
to
a
get
test
it
of
right.
your
You know,
faith.
you got that one time.
Yeah, see, and truth be told, you don't really get an opportunity like this.
Exactly.
This is this
Exactly.
was a rare
Once in a
opportunity for me
lifetime.
because I've been in the game. I've been signed before with our group, with our gospel group with Savoy and Malachi Records, and I understand the dynamics of record companies and dealing with the company and stuff, as far as contractual wise.
Right.
But being on your own is hard when you're trying to network through people you know to navigate to a record company exec. And I didn't know how to do it until I researched Coast to Coast. And when I found out Wiz Khalifa, DJ Khaled, just to name a few, I don't have to name any more.
Right.
Just to know that they came through Coast to Coast. So what is it that I can't do that they did to get them to the plateau where they are with their music career? Why can't I follow that step? I can go through Coast to Coast as well. I'm an independent artist. I have my own album. I have great songs. I think it's great songs. I think
You
I
gotta
can,
keep on working, man.
So,
it's gonna come.
I put it in there.
The
and went-
talent's there.
and
The
because-
business sense is there.
and because I submitted the song, the album, and they liked the song, Will You Let Me Write Tonight was it. It got me the meeting with Success Davis.
But yeah, one
It got
thing
me- it
leads
got-
to another.
Right. And he gave me a great report, man. I mean, from the director of A&R to give me a score of 42 out of 50. That's what it was. It was 10 points per question. I thought it was 45. He gave me 2 nines. He gave me for quality, he gave me a 9. For originality, he gave me a 9. For markability, he gave me an 8. For potential, he gave me an 8. For presence, he gave me an 8. So he gave me 2 nines and 3 8s. For markability, potential, and presence, he gave me an 8. He took 2 points off. Like, that's only a couple points to grow. Might as well just gave it to me, right?
Yeah. After this should have been all tens.
But so
But,
I
you
feel
know,
you. But
but
guess what?
it is
It's
what
no
it is.
room. There was no room for growth by giving me all 9s or all 10s.
I
They gave
see
me
you
9s.
looking at
You
it
know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
I'm trying to put in perspective order because
Right.
this is nobody. This is not just somebody that can take it that knows somebody in the business. This is the director of A&R. You know what I mean? And this is in writing. This is not hearsay. I have this in writing because he had to submit the overall report to me.
Right.
So when he talked to me, told me it was grand. He said, "Man, your vocals are raw. This is a raw segment." He said, "Man, your vocals are awesome."
They probably listening to it right now.
I pray to God he is. I'm waiting for him to call me.
You know, I try to keep my ear to new artists that's coming out so I could be up on that stuff.
Right.
And even with whether it's jazz, hip hop, club music, or because I'm
Rock,
into
punk,
like the
yeah.
opera music and all of that.
Right.
Yeah, and I listen to the punk rock and stuff
Yes.
like that. And you're on this East Coast in the tri-state area. You're one of the few
right.
that has that particular sound. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of singers, but the sound is important to have an original sound that you could say, you know, when you hear it, you know that's Reese Johnson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what? We're gonna throw another track in there, man. What
It's
you
up
want to
to
hit
you.
him with, man? We had the
Missing You.
singer. We hit y'all with the single. We're gonna throw another one up in
Nah,
there, man.
you could throw Pretty Eyes.
Pretty Eyes.
Pretty Eyes. This was written by myself and my man Gino Stevens. This song, Gino was trying to teach me this song years ago, before I even came to doing a solo project. And this was, like 15, 20 years ago. We were talking about this song right here, Pretty Eyes. And I told him, I said, man, teach me, let's finish writing, let's finish getting it done. I love that song. I'm going to record that song and put it on my album. Soon as I do an album, I'm going to do it. And time passed. 15, 20 years went by.
Wow.
Like 15 years went by. And so now I'm getting ready to do my album out of the clear because I never told anybody I was recording. I kept it a secret because I wanted to surprise everybody. Because people been waiting for me to do it, people saying this. So I stopped. I didn't want to talk about it any longer because I knew what I was getting ready to do. I had a plan. I had it set up. I knew once I had the money to get it done, I had enough money to make it happen, to finish it from beginning to end with no stoppage. And I didn't have to ask anybody for a single dime. That was my goal. And that's what I wanted. So I utilized my investment into myself and said, no, if I don't invest in myself, who's going to invest in me? So now, no matter how much it costs, 20, 30, don't matter how much thousands it costs, it's the principle.
Right.
That'll all come back tenfold. And if you trust and believe in God and put God first, put him ahead of it, he'll quadruple it for you. He'll turn it over. I know he will, and I know it's going to happen. And I know without a doubt, this album can easily go double, triple platinum with the right promotion and marketing.
Yeah, but this album's not gonna play out anytime soon, man. This is a timeless joint.
That's my point, and that's what I wanted to make. That's why I told you Marvin Gaye, Luther, Donnie, Sam, their music is still relevant today.
Yeah.
The music that these songs right here will last for a lifetime.
Right.
You can listen to these songs at any given time, and it will fit in any type of situation that you're in. I got a song on this album that fits all genres, all type of situations.
Okay.
So,
hey man, we're gonna take the show out on this track right here. This is Pretty Eyes. Before we put that on, shout them out to where they could pick the album out and talk about the Miami joint.
once again, my name is Reese Johnson, Trenton's own. I will be flying out tomorrow, going to Miami Beach, Florida, to compete in the Coast to Coast Live 2019 World Championship for $50,000. So keep me in prayer. Just give me your biggest love you can shout out to me for this, and I highly appreciate it. Go online, get that album, call me if you need it, physical copy. I have them. They're $15, so I appreciate all the love and support. God bless everybody. Peace.
And I'll see y'all Friday on the MUNK Show. This was a special edition, but you know, we got to show Cousin So Love, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to be coming back, you know, talk about different projects, and we still going to promote the album. But I guess I'll see y'all Friday. And peace out. Y'all have a good day. Don't get in no trouble. Make that money. And fellas, love your woman, brother. Women, love your man.
Yes.
Because we need to bring that love back, man. Go ahead, man. Put that track on there, man.
Pretty Eyes. Reese Johnson, Geno Stevens, making it happen.
First you tell me that you love me more than words could say. Next you tell me that you need me, pray I never go away. And I fell for you right from the start. I handed you my heart, and you cheated me, mistreated me. I should have known right from the start. 'Cause pretty eyes just don't lie. They tell me more than you say. 'Cause when you say you'll always be here, they tell me you will go away. 'Cause pretty eyes just don't lie. They tell me all that you know. 'Cause when you say you never leave, they tell me you are gonna go. Pretty eyes wondering, wondering. Pretty eyes wondering, yeah, wondering. Now I tell you how I'm feeling. You tell me it will be alright. You tell me come and rest my worries, and you will hold me through the night. And I fell for you right from the start. I handed you my heart, and you cheated me, mistreated me. I should have known right from the start. 'Cause pretty eyes just don't lie. They tell me more than you would say. 'Cause when you say you'll always be here, they tell me you will go away. 'Cause pretty eyes just don't lie. They tell me all that you know. When you say you never leave me, they tell me you are gonna go. Pretty eyes wondering all around the room, for seeing all my doom, yeah. I know you can never hide what you feel inside when you're not satisfied, no. Wondering, Wondering. Ooh, yes. Now I'll tell you that I love you more than words can say. Next I tell you how I need you, pray you never go away, pray you never go away, pray you never go away. Pretty eyes just don't lie.